A dark and stormy night. There once was a Sir Leofric Danvilic, who never was an alcoholic. Never before was such a kind, respectful boy seen, who had gifts in war and was ever so keen. He was expected to do this in his family, of nobles prone to vanity. They expected a perfect son, but his disposition was a unique one. He was kind to the servants, but knew he was still better than the peasants, and never questioned his mother or father, so there was little to suffer, except he knew and pointed out his perfect position in society, so in life he had little anxiety. Surrounding money or friends in high places, the few with whom he shared his good graces, this was not apparent to the common observer, for he was kind to the common server. For all he was a man with good taste, chosen to replace his father, that was his place. With such a positive attitude, he was knighted at a young age. He was assigned a mentor who was told to gauge. He soon found his talents great, growing at such a rapid rate. He was best at the jousts, winning every battle he fought, and so to a joust his mentor brought him. He fell in love with the conflict and strife. This is what he wanted to do with his life. Flash forward 20 years to a noble man, who was never lost in his perfect plan. Every battle he always won. Most knew it before it was done. He was a hero in the ring. About his battles many would sing. But with his excessive need to celebrate, to him some felt love and others hate. There was one great tournament, many great knights there went. All expected him to enter, maybe win, but many thought this was a sin, for Felipe de Milly, a knight of great worth, was known for winning, the best on earth. Because of how the tournament was set, it would be a long time before the two met. There were similarities between the two. Both had money, everyone knew, but neither was generous enough. They let the poor continue with their tough lives without contributing a penny. The poor that hated, they were many. While others loved them for their jousting skill, others detested them enough to kill. But fate had a bone to pick. She would teach a lesson to Sir Leofric. After a glorious tournament day, our knight was searching for a place to stay. All the classy joints sold out. He was forced to take an alternate route. He found an inn with rooms for cheap, and hoped he could go unnoticed and sleep. He had no such luck, and when he showed up, many recognized him when getting close up. Some wished to have an evening of fun, while others believed a riot should be done. He was made to sit at the bar and talk, and what they told him gave him shock. The insults flew like an assault. They poured on these troubles as his fault. At the beginning of the night he felt disdain, but by the end it entered his brain that maybe they were not that different, and maybe viewing them from a distant place would not aid. So when he left he prayed, "Let these people find the help they need, and if not by themselves I will forget my greed, and use my own money until all their days are sunny." But Sir Leofric had a tournament to win, and he now had a crowd bigger than it had been. But Felipe de Milly had a crowd with no rival, who all booed on Sir Leofric's arrival. The crowd followed him for his good deeds. They knew not of the secret life he leads, stealing from the poor through the sheriff, filling his greed with many a tariff. While some stood for him in times of doubt, he would leave if there was a drought. Without any thought behind, he would see their troubles as if he were blind. The final stage of the contest, the main competitors at their best, the crowd waiting to see the spectacle, a perfect ending to the festival. The top knights facing off in a brutal game, but only one would have history with his name. Both getting clothed in splendid armor, suits too expensive for the average farmer. The tension beginning to build, an energy that soon filled the people as a nation, with a build-up of frustration, making the knights lust for power turn their stares sour. Both wanting to be god of the medieval for different reasons, for one was evil. Sir Leofric desired to act his prayer, while Felipe's goal was for mayor. One wished for the people's good grace, while the other wished to rule in disgrace. The crowd roared as both entered the stage, feeling and wishing to show their rage. For the time had come, after a long wait, to decide who was evil and who was great. The soldiers mounted their horses, feeling they were unmovable forces. They began to charge, only one today. The tournament was made this way. 2 flashes of light, 2 horses of steel, 2 young men who wanted to seal their fate with the gods. But only one could win, those were the odds. As the 2 forces collided, we know with whom we are sided, and like any other fairy tale, the winner was one who wore a suit of mail. As the dust cleared, the crowd could clearly see one on the ground, a heap of debris. Sir Leofric was the winner, while Felipe was still the sinner. And our glorious knight let everyone know, with his speech designed to show the sinner's problems and how he would fix it. For as a knight he had the permit. He would be the new writing Robin Hood, stealing from the rich and doing good. And this is how our tale ends, with the hero making new friends, and showing us how through competition and goodwill you can become the king of the hill. But remember to use your power well, unless you will spend an eternity in hell. The end.